I feel like I've always been lost, you know, until now, until I found health. That's my message to people is if you figure health out, like your whole life opens up and changes. By the time I graduated, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I wasn't going to waste money going to college, paying for something that I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I just enlisted in the military, you know, travel, make some money, get hardcore, you know, like I felt like I was going to be this like awesome infantry guy. It's like the whole G.I. Joe Rambo stuff out in the woods, you know. I've always felt like I had a, for lack of a better term, like a calling or something like, you know, I'm meant to do something good and important, but I've always felt lost and toxic and, you know, and I realize now that a lot of that was to do with the fact that I didn't feel good. So at some point, like my health just felt so off that I knew I had to do something. Like I knew that something was wrong. I tried to do some searching and I watched a documentary called The Gerson Miracle. So I was really deep into that, and of course it's a vegan-based protocol. And there's some great things about the therapy because, you know, vegans are very passionate about ethical treatment of not just animals, but the world in general, and cleanliness, and, you know, there's a lot of things that resonated with me. But then at some point I realized that that wasn't the full truth. It was a part of the truth, you know. I remember reading a paper by Boyd Eaton and Lauren Cordain, and it was something about Western disease and civilization and the evolution of the modern diet and something like that, right? And I think this was before Rob Wolf wrote his first book, The Paleo Solution. But reading that, just like it clicked. So I ate meat again, I brought meat in, started to feel amazing, eliminated the grains and legumes, felt great. And then when I started to shift in such a good direction, I just couldn't help but share it with people. I did insurance when I got out of the military. I couldn't stand it. So I was looking for a certification to make a profession out of it. And then the NTA popped up. So the Nutritional Therapy Association, and they had some free conference calls where you could call in and listen to a brief presentation and then ask questions. And so I got on one of those and I felt like this is it. Like, I got to do this. Then it was about like trying to get clients and trying to pay the bills and build a practice. And I feel like that was like my biggest struggle in the beginning, was just trying to figure out how to get the word out that I wanted to help people and work with people. The silver bullet is real food. Whatever that means to you. I could tell you what my definition of real food is, but even if it doesn't perfectly match up with your definition, there's a common sense component to real food. Real food is not processed food. Real food is not eating out at Taco Bell every day. Real food is not Monster drinks and chips and Doritos and stuff that we see people buying in gas stations and grocery stores all day, every day. So my biggest piece of advice would be just focus on real food, whatever you think that means, and that will start you down your path. I don't get frustrated with clients anymore that aren't able to implement, you know, what we talk about at a session or even in the group meetings, because I'm just like every one of those people that I work with. I'm just further along my path. So we all come into this with a ton of stuff that is inhibiting us. I get it, like it's difficult. It's a challenge completely changing your habits to try to make this work in a modern lifestyle, compounding with, you know, kids and career and finances, and like, it's just, you know, I can see it's a challenge. I'm a single guy with a dog, you know, so my life is like trying to be as healthy as I can. That's my living, and most people don't have that luxury. So I have compassion for people, you know, that have a hard time implementing the things that we tell them to do. Just in general, in order to follow a life of being happy and following some kind of a dream, even if you don't know what that dream is yet, you have to get your health figured out first. I really feel like that once you get healthy and feel good, because of the mental clarity and the emotional stability and the energy levels that you have, like all of a sudden possibilities open up that you never even knew were there. Your passion almost presents itself to a degree. If I had a billion, I would do exactly the thing that I'm doing right now because I love it so freaking much. The person that people see is the person that I really am. So if you could videotape me and have a day in my life and go home and see me and watch me when no one else is watching, I'm committed to being the same exact person that you see. I'm doing the things that I say. I'm the real deal. I'm legit, you know, like I eat exactly the way I teach people to eat, you know, because I'm committed to being a leader. Hey, I'm Paul C. Tijerina, and I empower people to rediscover how we were truly meant to live.